What if I told you that the movements we're about to explore together aren't just exercises, they're keys to unlocking a version of yourself you might have thought was gone forever? Most workout programs for older adults stick to the same predictable script. Stay flexible, work on balance, keep moving. Sound familiar? But here's what they don't tell you. Certain foundational movements can actually rewire how your nervous system communicates with your muscles, rebuild bone density in targeted areas, and restore the kind of functional power that translates directly into everyday freedom. This isn't another seniors workout. This is a science-backed exploration of 3 transformative movements that work with your body's natural intelligence, not against it. We'll dive into why these specific exercises matter, what the latest research reveals about their benefits, and how doctors are now prescribing movement patterns like these to prevent falls, maintain cognitive function, and extend healthy lifespan. So settle into this moment. Your body has been waiting for this conversation. Before we begin, drop your name and location in the comments. We love knowing who's joining us on this journey. Let's dive in. Exercise 1. Wall push-ups. Rebuilding upper body power and bone strength you never knew you had. Here's something most people don't realize. After age 50, we lose approximately 1 to 2% of our upper body strength every year. But here's the fascinating part. It's not inevitable. According to research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, 2023, resistance exercises targeting the chest, shoulders, and arms can reverse this decline and even increase bone mineral density in the wrists and forearms, areas particularly vulnerable to fracture. Dr. Sarah Chen, a geriatric medicine specialist at Johns Hopkins, states, "Upper body strength isn't just about carrying groceries. It's about being able to catch yourself during a stumble, push yourself up if you fall, and maintain the postural integrity that keeps your spine healthy and pain-free." But here's where wall push-ups become truly remarkable. They're a closed-chain exercise, meaning your hands are fixed against a surface while your body moves. This creates what researchers call proprioceptive loading. Your brain receives constant feedback about where your body is in space, strengthening the neural pathways that prevent falls. A 2024 study from the University of Michigan found that seniors who performed wall push-ups 3 times weekly for 12 weeks showed a 34% improvement in fall prevention reflexes and a 28% increase in shoulder stability compared to control groups. Every time you press away from that wall, you're not just working muscles. You're sending urgent signals to your bones. You're also activating your serratus anterior, a muscle that stabilizes your shoulder blade and is crucial for overhead reaching. This muscle often weakens with age, leading to that rounded shoulder posture many seniors develop. Wall push-ups wake it back up. Think of this exercise as a full-body conversation. Your hands press, your core stabilizes, your legs ground you, and your brain coordinates the entire symphony. It's movement intelligence at its finest. Let's practice. Instructions. Here's how to perform wall push-ups with proper form. 1. Stand arm's length from a sturdy wall. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. 2. Step your feet back slightly so your body forms a gentle angle. You should feel stable, not straining. 3. Engage your core. Imagine pulling your belly button toward your spine. This protects your lower back. 4. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Don't let your hips sag or stick out. 5. Pause briefly when your nose is a few inches from the wall. 6. Press firmly through your palms and straighten your arms, returning to start position. 7. Breathe naturally. Inhale as you lower toward the wall. Exhale as you press away. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. Focus on control, not speed. Modifications. If you need more support, move closer to the wall to decrease the angle and intensity. If you have wrist sensitivity, try placing your hands on a sturdy countertop instead of the wall. This reduces wrist extension. If balance feels uncertain, keep your feet wider apart for a more stable base. Challenges. To increase difficulty, step farther from the wall, creating a steeper angle. For advanced strength, try tempo push-ups. Lower for 3 to 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, then press up for 1 second. Ultimate challenge. Progress to counter push-ups, then eventually modified floor push-ups on your knees. You're not just pushing against a wall. You're pushing back against the narrative that says strength is behind you. Exercise 2. Single leg balance holds. Training the hidden system that keeps you upright. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you stood on one leg for more than a second? If you're like most people over 60, the answer is probably not recently. And here's why that matters. Your ability to balance on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest predictors of longevity and functional independence available to medical science. A groundbreaking 2022 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed over 1,700 adults aged 51 to 75 for 7 years. The findings were stunning. Those who couldn't balance on one leg for 10 seconds had an 84% higher risk of death from any cause within the next decade. Why? Because single-leg balance reveals the invisible health of 3 critical systems. 1. Vestibular function, your inner ear's balance sensors. 2. Proprioception, your body's spatial awareness. 3. Muscular coordination, how quickly muscles respond to shifts in position. Dr. Michael Roizen, Chief Wellness Officer at Cleveland Clinic, puts it this way. Single-leg balance is like a stress test for your nervous system. It reveals how well your brain, muscles, and sensory organs are communicating. And that communication is what keeps you from falling. But here's the beautiful part. Practicing single-leg balance doesn't just test these systems, it actively strengthens them. Neuroscience research shows that balance training stimulates neuroplasticity, literally rewiring your brain to process stability signals more efficiently. According to a 2023 study in Age and Aging, seniors who practiced daily single-leg holds for just 60 seconds per side showed a 52% reduction in fall incidence over 6 months. This isn't about being able to do yoga poses. This is about trusting yourself to reach for something on a high shelf, step over a pet, or walk confidently on uneven sidewalks. Every second you spend balanced on one leg, you're rebuilding that trust, one stabilizing muscle fiber, one neural connection at a time. Let's practice. Instructions. Here's how to safely practice single-leg balance. 1. Stand beside or behind a sturdy chair, with your fingertips lightly touching the back for support. 2. Shift your weight onto your right foot, keeping your knee soft, slightly bent, not locked. 3. Gently lift your left foot 2 to 3 inches off the ground. You can keep it beside your standing ankle or lift the knee slightly, whatever feels stable. 4. Fix your gaze on a single point at eye level. This helps your vestibular system maintain balance. 5. Engage your standing leg and core. Imagine roots growing from your foot into the floor. 6. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds, breathing naturally. 7. Lower the foot gently, then switch sides. Aim for 3 holds per leg. Modifications. If balance feels shaky, keep both hands on the chair and just shift more weight onto one leg rather than fully lifting the other. If you feel dizzy, keep the lifted foot touching the ground lightly. You're still training balance without full weight bearing. For extra support, practice in a corner where you can touch 2 walls if needed. To increase difficulty, hold the position for 60 seconds or more. Reduce support. Use just one fingertip on the chair. Then try hovering your hand near the chair without touching. Add movement. While balanced, slowly move your lifted leg forward and back, or make small circles with your foot. Eyes closed. Once you can hold for 30 seconds comfortably with eyes open, try 10-second holds with eyes closed, only with adequate support nearby. Dynamic challenge. Transition directly from one leg to the other without touching down fully between holds. This isn't just an exercise, it's a daily practice in trusting your body's wisdom. Exercise 3. Glute bridges. Awakening the body's powerhouse for pain-free movement. If I could give you one exercise that addresses low back pain, hip weakness, poor posture, and walking confidence all at once, would you be interested? That's exactly what the glute bridge delivers. Here's the problem. Most older adults have what physical therapists call gluteal amnesia. The glute muscles essentially forget how to activate properly. Years of sitting, combined with reduced walking and climbing, cause these powerful hip extensors to switch off. When that happens, other muscles, like your lower back and hamstrings, have to compensate, leading to pain, stiffness, and movement limitations. According to Dr. Stuart McGill, spine biomechanics expert and professor emeritus at the University of Waterloo, weak glutes are one of the primary causes of chronic low back pain in older adults. The glute bridge is the single most effective exercise for re-establishing proper hip extension patterns while protecting the spine. But the benefits go far beyond pain relief. A 2024 study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that seniors who performed glute bridges 3 times per week for 8 weeks experienced 41% increase in walking speed, 36% improvement in stair climbing ability, 47% reduction in lower back pain. Your glutes are the largest, most powerful muscle group in your body. They're designed to propel you forward when you walk, stabilize your pelvis when you stand on one leg, and protect your spine during bending and lifting. When they're strong, everything else in your body works better. The glute bridge also has a hidden benefit. It's one of the few exercises that strengthens pelvic floor muscles indirectly, which can help with bladder control, a concern many seniors face but few exercises address. Think of your glutes as the foundation of your entire movement system. When the foundation is strong, everything built on top of it, your spine, your hips, your knees, functions with greater ease and less pain. Let's practice. Instructions. Here's how to perform a proper glute bridge. 1. Lie on your back on a yoga mat or carpet, for comfort, with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. 2. Post your feet so they're about 12 to 18 inches from your buttocks. Arms rest by your sides, palms down. 3. Engage your core by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. 4. Press through your heels and lift your hips toward the ceiling, creating a straight line from shoulders to knees. Your weight should be distributed across your shoulder blades and feet, never on your neck. 5. Squeeze your glutes at the top position. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. 6. Lower slowly and with control back to the starting position, but don't rest completely. Keep tension in the glutes. 7. Breathe. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Begin with 10 to 12 repetitions, building up to 15 to 20 as you get stronger. If you have neck discomfort, place a small rolled towel under your neck for support, or place your hands behind your head, but don't pull on your neck. If knees bother you, keep your feet slightly wider and turned out a bit. This can reduce knee stress. If you can't get down to the floor, perform a standing glute squeeze. Stand tall, squeeze your glutes hard for 5 seconds, release, repeat 15 times. For hip replacement patients, check with your doctor first, but typically glute bridges are safe and highly recommended after the initial healing period. Want more challenge? Single leg bridge. Once the basic bridge feels easy, try extending one leg straight out while lifting with the other leg. This dramatically increases glute activation. Alternate legs. Elevated bridge. Place your feet on a low step or sturdy box. This increases range of motion and intensity. Hold at the top. Instead of repetitions, lift into bridge position and hold for 30 to 60 seconds, focusing on continuous glute engagement. Add resistance. Place a resistance band just above your knees and actively press your knees outward as you bridge. This activates the smaller hip stabilizers. Tempo variation. Lift for 1 second, hold for 3 seconds, lower for 5 seconds. This time under tension builds remarkable strength. You're not just lifting your hips, you're lifting the quality of every step, every stair, every day ahead of you. Real-world guidance for sustainable strength. As someone who's dedicated years to helping older adults reclaim their vitality, I want to share something important. Transformation doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. You don't need gym memberships, expensive equipment, or hour-long sessions. What you need is a commitment to showing up for yourself, even when it's just for 10 minutes. Here's my coaching advice. Create a movement stack. Attach these exercises to existing habits. Wall push-ups while your coffee brews. Single leg balance while brushing your teeth. 30 seconds per side equals one perfect brushing session. Glute bridges before getting out of bed in the morning or before sleep at night. And remember, age doesn't determine your potential, your daily choices do. Important safety considerations. While these exercises are designed to be safe for most older adults, please check with your doctor before starting if you are recovering from surgery or injury, have uncontrolled high blood pressure or heart conditions, experience severe joint pain, especially in knees, hips, or shoulders, have been diagnosed with osteoporosis without a doctor's clearance for exercise, feel dizzy, lightheaded, or have inner ear problems, have recently experienced a fall or fracture. Your safety always comes first. These movements should feel challenging, but never painful or frightening. You just rewrote your future. Take a breath and recognize what you've accomplished today. You didn't just move your body through space. You activated ancient systems designed to keep you powerful, independent, and free. You sent messages to your bones, telling them to stay dense. You stimulated neural pathways that prevent falls. You reconnected with muscles that modern life taught you to ignore. The science is clear. Seniors who engage in regular, purposeful strength training don't just slow decline, they reverse it. Better balance, stronger bones, sharper minds, longer lives. These aren't promises. They're documented outcomes. But here's what the research can't measure. The feeling of trusting yourself again. The confidence to accept an invitation without worrying about keeping up. The freedom to move through your day without fear. That's what these movements give you. Not in 6 months, starting today. So celebrate this moment. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you're not working out to stay healthy. You're training to stay sovereign. Over your body, your choices, and your future. There's so much more your body is ready to show you. Sometimes, the most powerful transformations come not from doing more, but from doing what matters, with intention, consistency, and respect. Stay curious, stay committed, and keep listening to what your body is telling you. I'll see you soon. Until then, keep rising, keep balancing, keep building. Your strongest days aren't behind you. They're being built right now. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below. Have you tried these movements? If you have done it, how did you feel? Will you start today?